Hi, hello, my lovely students. So, we were looking at towards a feminist poetics, and it is almost completed. So, I have explained in detail uh, with how they are being divided by Ellen Showalter. So, uh, I am going to explain this essay, especially in examination point of view. Already I have sent these notes. I hope you might have taken even further notes. So you have to take these notes and read each and every word and line by understanding properly, and write in the examination as much as possible in accurate and definite lines and words what I have given here. Because actually, as I told already, you will come across about for 20 marks just from this essay only. Say for short notes as a literary term and concept, especially gynocriticism and gynocritic or gynocritic. So, and also one long answer for 10 marks. So, how you have to read and write this essay as much as possible in brief, that is going to explain today. See, first you give the introduction relating to the writer Ellen Showalter as well as the essay. See, all these things I have already explained. Once again I am going to brief for your convenient. So Ellen Showalter is an American literary critic and feminist. So popular American writer, literary critic and social activist also, and feminist writer. She is a popular writer on cultural and social issues. That means in her writings she uses so many the issues of cultural studies and social studies. So she is also called as social activist. So there is a kind of academy in America. That academy is called as US Academia. So she is one of the founders of this academia. So I have told this, she is the founder of Feminist Literary Criticism. So this main intention is Feminist Criticism. So founder of Feminist Literary Criticism in US Academia. She is a famous 20th century critic. Her important edited works are mainly three. One is the New Feminist Criticism. Second one is Essays on Women, Culture. Third one is Literature and Theory. So actually this essay is taken from the second work, that is Essays on Women. So towards feminist poetics is the most influential essay of Ellen Showalter. This is extracted or taken from Essays on Women. This can be divided into two varieties according to what Ellen Showalter told. But for your convenient, for better understanding, it is better to read the poem under these headings. So I have given at the end of the notes. So here in the conclusion what you have, you take this. So we may divide for convenient this essay into three parts. See, three parts. The whole essay may be divided broadly into three divisions or parts. So first one is types or varieties of feminist criticism. Types or varieties. First one. There are two varieties. Woman as reader, that is also called as woman feminist critic. Then B, or second one, woman as writer, that is the gynocritics. So second one, so the female tradition, this is also called as what phases of feminist criticism. There are three phases. First one is varieties, two varieties. Second one is two phases. Female tradition, this is also called as phases of feminist criticism. Three phases are very easy to understand: the feminist, the feminine, feminist, and female. So those periods are mentioned. Then the task of the feminist criticism. Third one, what is the task? Revision, subversion, alteration, to find new ways of feminist criticism. I have explained all these things in the previous classes. What you can do here, you can take these things after the introduction. That means the essay may be broadly divided into three divisions. Like this, you can write here. Broadly division, we can divide this essay into broadly three divisions. Those three divisions are varieties and phases and task of the feminist criticism. But why I am going to say these things? Actually, according to Elaine Showalter, she divides this essay only two varieties: woman as reader and woman as writer. So first she takes woman as reader. After that, from gynocritics onwards, all comes under this gynocritics or woman as writer. So she divides as two parts. So what do you mean by? So what I have already told you, just I am repeating them. Woman as reader, according to Elaine Showalter, woman as reader means it is the way of woman is presented badly in feminist criticism. Woman is considered, so I have made as if the points to make you easy. Second one is, woman is considered as the consumer of male produced literature. So she is a kind of product or the marketing thing in the male literature. So that is second one. So there are so many images or stereotypes are used for women. For that, images and stereotypes of women in literature of male produced or constructed literary history. Next one is the exploitation and manipulation of female audience in culture and film. How these women are exploited, they are treated, especially in to present in the large audience. They may be in the form of films. Woman as sign in semiotic systems. So she is used for symbols and signs. Women are shown as what men have thought. Actually, what women should be, that is thought by the men, that is presented. Next, woman is treated as object or commodity or things of market. This is what woman as reader. So if you are asked to write short notes on woman as reader, if you are asked to write woman as reader ಅಂತಂದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡಿ, about the writer and about the essay, then you two varieties, and you have to write up to these things of market. So this is for woman as writer short notes. If you are asked to write woman as writer for short notes, ಆವಾಗ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆದು ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು Showalter, so in the woman as writer, so this is also called as gynocritic. Keep in mind, if you are asked to write in literary term and concepts, you have to write this gynocritic. ಲಿಟ್ರರಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೈನೋಕ್ರಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ವುಮನ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ರೈಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ವುಮನ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ರೈಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. See, according to Showalter, woman is considered as gynocritics. It is derived from, that means gyno means, gyno, it is a word derived from French, which means woman or female. Woman is the producer of textual meaning. So in the writer, she was the consumer. Here, producer of textual meaning with the history, theme, genres and structure of literature by women. So, ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು already explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So, then what are the important subjects of gynocritic or woman as writer? One is psychodynamics, linguistics, trajectory, literary history, study of particular writers and words. These are the some of our 5 major subjects of gynocritic or woman as writer. So after that you can explain these things. What do you mean by gynocritics or psychodynamics? What do you mean by linguistics and the trajectory? So at least Showalter presents gynocritics as a way to construct a female work for the analysis of women's literature to develop new models and theories. So here the writer is going to show new kinds of theories, new kinds of models in women's literature. So if you are asked to write either gynocritics in literary term and concept or in short notes as a woman as writer, you have to write first the introduction until this gynocritics. Then you have to start from here and you have to end up to this. That means models and theories. Until this, ಇದು ನೀವು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲಿಂದಲೂ ಏನೇನು ಹೇಳಿನ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ essay is studied on female tradition. So female tradition is also called as phases of female criticism. So Showalter called these 3 phases. Then what are the 3 phases? Feminine, feminist, female. So how she has differentiated from the dates, dating from from about 1840 to 1880, 1880 to 1920 and 1920 onwards of literature. See what you have to say, what are the 3 phases, so how they are differentiated from which date to which date. Then Showalter talks also about the feminist criticism in the other reasons. These reasons include, for the current theoretical impulse, the reasons are divided consciousness of women. Divided consciousness of women means there is no unanimity among the women. Then women writers as the daughters of multi-traditions. Women literature to be rational, it should not be marginal and graceful. So in this way she is at the end of the essay or towards the end of the essay, she is going to give the main task of this literary criticism or feminist criticism. So the main task is to have a revision, subversion, alteration and to find new ways for feminist criticism. This is what she wanted to do by the young women writers particularly. So in this way Elaine Showalter wishes to find a new long ways. So you can take as if even the conclusion from here also, or conclusion you may give from the whole essay may be divided like this. See, in this way what the writer Elaine Showalter wishes to find in our Uddesha, she wants to find a new language, a new way of reading, a different way of reading, because actually men had the men mentality, women had also the men mentality in the olden days, but she wants new way of reading to interpret our experience, our reason, our suffering. Our means here female experience, female reason, female suffering, female skepticism, and female vision. So at the end, what should be the feminist ultimate goal? Her intention is what? The feminist criticism. So better to write these things or this line in capital, because it should be highlighted. This is the last line of the essay which is given by Elaine Showalter. So this is very important. The feminist criticism is not visiting, but to stay and make it a permanent home. ಅವಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಹೋಗಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಬರಿತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಫೆಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸಿಸಮ್ ಬರಿತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ what I am going to say, this essay is very, very important, because you will come across the questions. One question for 10 marks, another question in a literary term and concept for 5 marks, and in the short notes for 5 marks. So you have to read and be perfect. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please let me to clarify, either by sending your SMS or calling me. So if you have any doubts, please let me to clarify in any means. So with this I am going to conclude, I am going to end this essay also to explain. So you have to read, write repeatedly and be perfect. Okay, so I hope you will get all these things very clearly to present very accurately in the examination. Okay, so I hope you will read, and wish you take these things first to the notes. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ನಾನು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಟೀಚ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ಸಾಕಾಯಿತು. ವೆರಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸೊ ಐ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ಟು ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಟೀಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೀಚ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡೂ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. So you have to read, and you have to watch, you have to listen properly, and take notes and study well. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.